coming clean and admitting that this standing up here in front of all of you is not my cup of tea. In fact, it's extremely terrifying, especially there's no podium up here, so it's extra scary. When Rabbi Teldon first asked me to speak, my knee-jerk response was to say no. But then my husband was sitting next to me, and he reminded me that one of the things we try to teach our children is this idea that it's very important for us to, whenever possible, try to step outside of our comfort zone. It's through friction that we grow stronger. It's through adversity that we become more resilient. It's how we can better deal with criticism and rejection and failure sometimes. So here I am, standing far outside of my comfort zone in front of all of you. I think we tend to stay in our comfort zone because it's easy. Doing otherwise elicits within us a fear of failure. But why are we so afraid to fail? Well, so I'll tell you that standing up here tonight, I'm worried that you'll hear my voice shake, you'll see my hands shake, and you'll know that I'm nervous. And how will you judge me? In Pirkei Avot, we read, "Judge every man to the side of merit." In other words, judge others favorably. It's through this idea that we can shift our thinking from all those negative thoughts that inhibit us to the positive thoughts that bring us comfort and confidence. Ideas like people are kind and they're good and they're really just rooting for you to succeed. It's this perspective that allows us to give others the benefit of the doubt so that we can be kinder to one another, but it also provides us with the confidence that we need to let go of the fears of being judged harshly and to step outside of our comfort zone. Some might find this to be a rose-colored view, but I like it more than the alternative. And so tonight I choose to judge all of you favorably because it brings me calm to know that you're not judging me harshly in my moment of vulnerability. 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with early-stage breast cancer. Our children were 6, 4, and 2, not exactly the best time to deal with one of life's surprises. But life is funny that way. Sometimes it just pushes you out of your comfort zone, whether you're ready for it or not. My cancer was caught early, and I had an incredible team of doctors. I have a wonderfully supportive family and lots of friends, a lot of you are out here tonight, that helped us through that time with meals and rides for our kids. And 6 years out, it truly is very difficult for me to channel the fear and the pain that I felt then. But what I can channel is the perspective shift that I gained. Having just moved into our new house the day before my surgery, I woke from my medically induced haze to a disaster. There were boxes everywhere, picture frames on the floor. Our kids were a mess. I was certainly a mess. And I also learned that I'd have to have yet another surgery a month later because the doctors weren't able to find clear margins. Rather than focusing on my recovery, I was stressed out about the kids, stressed out about the house, stressed out about visitors seeing the big mess and judging us, and that was a huge one for me, and also stressed out about my impending surgery. At some point, my sweet husband turned to me and said, "Babe, you've got to let this go." And he was right. We cannot control everything. We can only control ourselves, and even then there are limits. We make plans, but God has his own plans. And now, of course, that's not to say that we have a pass and we can act however we want and treat people however we want, but what it means is, like our kids like to say, we try our best and we let Hashem do the rest. Letting go is amazing, but for many of us, it's quite difficult. It takes trusting in the goodness of others. It takes trusting that we're being judged favorably. It takes accepting that we cannot always control what happens around us. It takes admitting that we can't do it all. For me, letting go is trusting deeply in God. I'll close with one thought tonight. We don't have to wait for a miracle or some life-altering experience to reflect on our lives, because the truth is, life itself is a miracle made up of a series of many, many miracles and life-altering experiences. So truly, every moment is the right moment. And on a practical note, ladies, get your mammograms. It's a moment of discomfort that can save your life. Thank you.